So today, I want to make a different type of video, more of a relaxing video that sits down and kind of talks about some of the hidden details that many definitely would have missed when it came to the summertime rendering anime. Now, it is a series that I have definitely talked about on the channel already. I have reviewed the first episode, I have talked about it publicly multiple times either in community posts on YouTube or on social media, and I have talked about how this series is easily one of my favorites of this entire anime season. And I know that's hard to believe, especially when you have stuff like Spy Family coming out, but I really enjoy summertime rendering. And so, my good friend Nama, right here, brought to my attention a thing, or a fun fact, or a fan fact, about the series, and how it actually shows real life can inspire art. Now, this is something that's obvious, but it's really nice to see these details and the little attention to detail that is thrown in when you see a series you're enjoying actually does something like that. So, I want to bring your guys' attention to this right here. This is a comment apparently from the author of Summertime Rendering. As you know, Summertime Rendering was a manga first and is now being adapted into an anime. And the manga is concluded. So this is apparently a comment from the author, and I'm going to read it right here for you guys. In regards to the anime, I actually went location scouting in Wakayama with the director, scriptwriter, and a bunch of others involved in the project. Things got delayed, but we managed to go last November. It was just a preliminary trip, and they apparently plan to go back for further work this summer. Of course, I'll be joining them. It's gotta be in the summer, right? It was exciting to share lots of things about my hometown with the anime staff. It was very emotional getting on the ferry to Tomogashima. The last time I'd been back was before I started serialization, so I didn't draw anything you wouldn't recognize, but next time it'll be different. As I approached the island, I was overcome with the strange sensation of being invited into the story. I could practically see Nagumo-sensei crossing over to Torajima. It would be awesome if this feeling could somehow be replicated in the anime. I also attended a meeting with the scriptwriter and we talked a lot. I plan to be involved so that the mistakes from the manga so embarrassing will be corrected, as well as certain scenes updated to modern times. Production has only just begun, so it's all still far in the future, but I am doing my best. Please look forward to it. Yasuki Tanaka. Now, this is an entire little speech from, obviously, the author, basically saying that they were heavily involved in the production of Summertime Rendering, as you can see here, which is automatically amazing. I love seeing an author being intertwined with the production and being able to have a little bit more weight with how the anime is going to go, because there's so many times where, like, series like, Tokyo Ghoul Root, or not Tokyo Ghoul Root, I guess Root A is a good example here, Root A, and how Root A was just done. Root A, it had so many possibilities of being good, if you remember when the anime came out years ago, and there was like a whole script that Ishida Sui, he wrote for Tokyo Ghoul Root A, and they basically kind of tossed it, and the details are not obviously all out, but Ishida worked hard to try to do something for this, and his work was basically for nothing. It got kind of tossed to the side. And it makes me sad when I see something like this happen, especially for a series I love. And so I'm happy that the author of Summertime Rendering is actually having more of a role to play, let's say, in the series. Like, he's getting to experience, the environment that inspired the very manga, which this is a good time to talk about this. You see this scene right here? I'm not going to play the whole thing because I don't want to get copyrighted by Disney or anything, but this right here is the ending sequence of Summertime Rendering. And obviously when you take a look, I'll full screen this real quick. If you take a, good look at this real quick, it's real life. It's literally real life. You see, an ocean or a lake maybe, and you see, like, an island, and if you know anything about, Summertime Rendering, the series takes place on an island. And that's the thing, is that the very setting of Summertime Rendering is from this establishing shot, this entire segment. Like, what my friend Nama sent me here was, like, a map, too, showing, like, different things right here, like, of how it inspired the series and its geological location. Like, to quote what my friend Nama said here, he said, "The fact that the company has an app powered by Wakayama City Tourism, which basically encourages to travel to places, buy manga, etc. Real life comparisons." I really like this. This is a really nice detail, and it adds so much more immersion and life to it, especially if you were to, let's say, be a tourist, go to Japan, and see these settings, and if Summertime Rendering might be one of your favorite shows, it would blow you away. It really would blow you away. And this is another good example. This right here is from a cut from the third episode of Summertime Rendering. So as you can see, this is, the anime right here. And if you go to the left, you see this is actually, the real life shot. And I mean, you can obviously see on the left there, Summertime Rendering, a poster and all that kind of shouting out the series. This is good advertisement. I have to say that this is fantastic advertisement for a series. And I just like how you can see how they really did establish this. It really does look right. I mean, look, you can see like the rust and all that. See like the rust on this door here? You can kind of see somewhat of the rust here in the image as well in the anime. Just the attention to detail is astounding. I mean, you even have the staircase on the left here, and you could see it right here as well. You see the staircase. Stuff like that I always appreciate. And then you have this, obviously, this shot as well next to the store going up the stairs, and then this is the anime version of it. I really appreciate that. There is just something so awesome about seeing a series brought to life in an anime, like a realistic setting and then brought into a show. It's those little details that really just carry something that makes something that was already good better. It adds more, a little attention to detail. Now, there's other things like this as well. You get to see with the advertisement in Japan, you get to see, the actual real life setting and all that Summertime Rendering kind of being showcased here, like the docks at the beginning of the series. It's stuff like this that, like I said, it adds more to a show, and it definitely is good way to use advertisement. It's very, very smart. So, I don't know, I wanted to bring this to people's attention, because even though I know not everybody's going to care about this, like this little detail of Summertime Rendering having this like real life setting and all that, like the ending song literally using like the trip of the author going to the island and all that, I feel there will be some out there be like, man, that makes me more passionate for the series. It's just stuff like this. I don't know. I feel like a broken record, but I love it. But okay, I just wanted to end it there. I wanted to bring this to people's attentions. It's just really cool. I love seeing an author, like, involved in the production and all this. But okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please, leave me a like and all that. And once again, shout out to my good friend Nama here, giving me the information. I appreciate you, Nama. I always appreciate when you give me information like this. Just shout out to you as well. But everybody, please have a blessed day or night wherever you live. Be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.